As a member of the EA Creator Network, I have been gifted DLC for The Sims 4, but all opinions remain my own. Thank you so much for watching. Hey everyone, it's AlluringSimmer here, and today I am going to be kind of experimenting with my upcoming Let's Play to see if the things that I want to do with the new pack are fully possible. So that way in our first part, when we start this mini Let's Play, we will be able to determine if the things that I intend to do with my Sims will be able to happen. So I wanted to share the process with you all so you could kind of see, one, how the new business and hobbies expansion pack works in terms of starting a small business, and how it works if you want to create a sim that is going to focus mainly on mentoring other Sims on a skill. So when I heard that that was a feature for the new pack, I was super excited, and I really wanted to have a Sim be some sort of teacher and teach other Sims whatever skill I decided to pick. And for this Sim, her name is Melody Morales, and this is her husband Quincy, and she has started a piano class that she's running in her home, and I will show you guys what that looks like in a second. Um, and my plan is, I had one of the members of my community say she made a family, a household with 7 children, and that their mom, we are going to be teaching her kids how to play piano. So if you saw the last speed build I did, I built the piano class that we're going to be using. I also built the house that same day. Um, and I used the bedroom from another previous speed build in this build and just edited it a little bit. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. I'm also going to see if there's a way that I can implement get together in this as well to make it like run a bit more smoothly. I'm sure I could just have my sim like introduce herself to all the kids, but I want to see if the clubs feature can be used in tandem to get all the things done a little bit easier. But then just know that it's also possible without that pack. You could just probably have your Sims introduce themselves to all the child Sims and then invite them over. So now that we have a little bit of a rundown of like who our Sims are and what my intentions are for this household, I'm just going to show you the interior. So this is the piano room that you probably saw if you saw my most recent speed build, and if you haven't, consider to check it out. I'll have it linked in the description down below. But this is where she's going to teach her piano class. Some of the stuff is here mainly for show. Like, I don't think she actually needs the piano at the front to teach the piano class, but in my mind that's her piano, so if she needed to like show the Sims how to do certain things, or maybe if she wants to have them come play at the front of the class, they can do that. I am a little worried that the whiteboard may not work because it is kind of like colliding with where the piano and chair are. So that is why I wanted to kind of do this together so we can all sort of see how it works and what are the limitations when it comes to using the whiteboard to mentor other Sims. So right now, Melody has no skills, so we are going to have to give her the skills that she needs. There are 2 ways that you can add skills to a Sim without actually having to play out the entire game, or play out the game to get those skills. So I'm going to share the way to do it with mods and without mods. So if anyone else wants to do this for themselves, they're able to. I'm not sure what the minimum skill level your sim needs in order to mentor. I think their skill just needs to be higher than the other sim, because from my other gameplay that I'm playing, I have a sim that was like level 6 in fitness, and I believe he was able to mentor another sim who was like level 5. So I think as long as your sim skill is higher, then you can teach. I'm gonna make her skill level 7. I feel like that's like a good like medium where like makes sense for her, since she's meant to be a piano teacher. You would imagine that she would already have the skills, but it also gives us a chance to still like develop it a little bit more over time. So to type in the cheat, you would do Control-Shift-C, testing cheats on. Then this is the cheat. I'm just gonna paste it in here. It's stats dot set underscore skill underscore level space major with a capital M underscore piano with a capital P, and then space and whatever you want the skill level to be. And make sure that the sim that you want to give the skill to is the one that's highlighted. So all of the things pop up at the same time, and then you can kind of look over here and see what all of those things add. She can play romantic songs on the piano, and she can listen and learn from other pianists who are more skilled. She can also mentor others in piano. So that kind of helps me understand your sim needs to be at least level 5 in order to mentor other sims in a skill. My sim over here, her husband, we are going to be putting him into the engineering career. I want him to use that skill and become an engineer. So we're going to give him like a 5. Okay, so now he's able to use that, and because I want to put him in that skill, I'm going to get him the robotics station. I don't actually know what it's called because I've never used it before, but we're gonna try it out with this save. Robotics workstation. We're gonna put it in this empty room right now. This room just has some like boxes. I wanted to kind of give the feel that, you know, they're just moving in, they're starting fresh in this new place. And so we do have like a spare room. You can see the top down view. It's very yellow. That was kind of the theme for this sim. I want her to be like very bright and happy and like a very fun like music teacher. So I'm going to check out the clubs, and then we're going to register our small business. So before I do that, I did mention that I would share how to do it with mods as well as without mods. So if you have the mod called MC Command Center, you can click on your sim, click MC Command Center, and then there should be a section that says MC Cheats. If you click there and then you click Cheat Sim Info and then Skill Cheats, you can forget all of your skills, max all skills, randomize skill levels. You can also set skills to level. So you can click that, and then we would just scroll down until we found piano. This one's a little bit easier, so for those who do play with mods, I personally prefer doing it this way because you don't have to type in a cheat, and it's very easy to find the skills that you need. So here, we would just click piano, check, and right now it shows us what skill she currently is and what we can set it to. So 0 forgets the skill, so if you want your sim to no longer have that skill, you can do it that way. 7 is where she's currently at, and then the maximum value for this specific skill is 10. So those are the two ways to add skills for your sim without actually playing it out. So now I'm going to see if I can create a club. We're going to call this piano class. The requirements, we're going to say they have to be a young adult or a child, only so it's applicable for both her and the sims that I want her to teach. And then we're going to see if it brings up any sims. It doesn't. It doesn't bring up the sims that I need. So it looks like we may have to introduce her to these sims, and that's fine. I'm going to have her do that. And then when I'm done, we will come back and create this club. All right, so we are back, and I have met some of the sims that we are going to be teaching. The only thing is, I don't know if there's a way with this pack to control like specific customers. I know you can control like the age range, and you can control like approximately like, you know, how much money they make, like what age range you want, what careers they have, or something like that. But you can't be like, oh, I only want these customers. So that's why I'm debating if I should just use, maybe we're gonna focus more on like the mentoring aspect that came with business and hobbies and being able to like teach lessons. And then we can also do like other classes in her free time. But for the purpose of this, we're going to be doing lessons with these specific sims. So I'm going to be inviting them over through the clubs feature. Another way that you could probably do this if you don't have get together is you could just meet all of the sims, invite all the child sims over, or whatever sims you want over that you're going to teach, and then you know, just teach the Sims that way. This is just me making it a little bit easier for myself. So we're gonna start a gathering, and all the Sims should show up shortly. We're gonna open this up, and then I'm gonna actually lock out her husband because I don't want him like walking in here while she's trying to teach. I'm gonna see how this works. So if we hold a piano lecture right now, I only see Crystal, so we're gonna have to wait for the rest of them to start popping in. So this is Crystal Styles, this is Niall, and for what I've gathered, they are all the children of the Sim that my friend made. This is Mercy, so cute. We have Mac, and let's see who's coming in last. Because I believe there should be 5 kids. Yeah, there's Rose. Okay, so how we're gonna do this is we're gonna go over here and we're gonna hit hold lecture 4, piano lecture, and then we're gonna select the 5 Sims that we're gonna teach. Okay, so that big piano was in the way. Oh, look at them coming in. Okay, this is so cute. I do feel like I should place some like seats down so that they can sit and listen. But then I think we can offer mentoring to specific Sims at the piano. So right now she's holding a lecture, and then we can do it where we go and we teach them individually. And I love how there's literally like the piano and the keys on there. This is perfect. Now I'm thinking, I think there's different scenes depending on what skill you choose. So I think these are like for all the instruments. But I think if, for example, she was teaching cooking, like the whiteboard shows something different, which I really like. Okay, so the lecture's kind of long, so we're gonna speed through. So now that she's taught the class, oh, are you gonna go play? Okay, she seems very eager to learn. Can I encourage her to play? I don't know if I can. Oh, we can welcome her to piano class because we're using the club system. That's so cute. Wait, that's such a cute interaction. What the heck? Where'd all the kids go? They're all just chatting it up, chatting it up. She's making a mess. Hold on, girly. No, no, no. I forgot that they're children, so we're gonna have to like tell them to behave. I don't know if I even can tell her. Like, because I'm not her parent. Ma'am, you can't do that. Ma'am. Ma'am. We're gonna scold her. You can't be doing that. Let's clean this up. Oh, now they're just arguing. Okay, clean this up. You can also do paid mentoring. So since we want to make this a career, we're just gonna imagine that, you know, their parents already covered the class. So we're gonna offer paid mentoring. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now she's actually playing. So I'm actually going to make it, since I want specific students, with business and hobbies, there is a way for you to like dictate what Sims that come in as customers do. So you could set it so like they come in and they listen to lectures. You can set it so they come in and play a specific instrument. But because I'm choosing my specific customers, I don't have that same ability that I would if I were to make this as an actual small business, which is why I'm sort of doing it in a freelance way. But I am going to add the activity through Get Together for them to play piano. So we're going to go to art and music, play piano. So that way even when I'm attending to other Sims, my hope is that the other Sims will come in and start playing as well and practicing. So let's see if they come in here now. Okay, they're coming in. One of them is watching TV. She is enthralled. But look, he's playing the piano. Oh, this is so cute. And I think because we're a group, I should be able to play. Oh, we can play something for the group. That would be cute. Okay, I'm gonna need to figure out how I can get a piano at the front again. Enter the Sims that aren't currently playing since he's already practicing. I think he's playing with the different features you can use on there. Let's mentor Crystal. Come on over, Crystal. Let's learn some piano. She's trying to like scoot past me. She's like, finally, it's my turn. You can tell she's trying to be so nice, but she's like disappointed. She's like, girl, get it together. Oh my goodness. So I think maybe if I stop mentoring her, I can go and mentor another Sim. We'll do one that's not playing already. Okay, so I think Mac. And look, they're still playing. So this is a kind of a way to get them all on the piano and playing. He's not playing anymore, but... And then we'll do it for Rose as well. So if I cancel it... Oh, if you cancel it early, you don't get paid the full amount because it's that amount per hour. Okay, and now we're gonna have the whole class playing. Okay, come on over, Rose. Okay, there we go. Because part of the piano was like outside of the room. And now they're all playing. I feel like having that added ability to like mentor the Sims and get paid for it is a really cute feature. Okay, let me go back here for a second. Because it seems like she's actually pretty good over here. Like, I feel like everyone else my Sim was listening to, she was like covering her head. She's like, girl, you got this. She really likes her playing. So it's kind of fun to see like how some of the Sims... Oh, they're slowly getting better. Look at all of them. I'm gonna head over here for a second. We can listen to the muffled noises from the outside. But my plan with this household is to have her do regular classes with these specific Sims, but then also we will run it as a small business and have other Sims come in and be able to learn how to play as well. So I think using the get together in tandem with this pack kind of makes it so that you can have like a set group of clientele in a way. So like if you wanted your Sim to be like a hairstylist, if you wanted your Sim to be I'm trying to think of other careers off the top of my head. If you wanted your Sim to be like an art teacher, a music teacher of any sort, if you wanted them to teach any specific skill, you can have it so they can have like a set class, but then still run it with the small business so that way you're getting other revenue as well. So right now, we're gonna set up the small business. We're gonna end the gathering, and the Sims are gonna eventually head home. So they're all heading home now. And look at her saying bye to everyone. That's so cute. Alright, so now that we finished that class, Quincy was over here sleeping peacefully. We're gonna turn on auto lights. And I feel like that was a successful day, so we're gonna send her to sleep as well. She's probably pretty tired and we'll have her get some food in the morning. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna be working on like his skills as well, and like maybe in the future he could also teach his own classes, and I think it was fun sort of sharing the entire experience and like learning it with you all, so you guys can figure out like what you need to do too. We're gonna have her wake up. It's 6 a.m. in the morning, and we are going to have her start her business, because I want it to be ran as a business, and then she hosts these classes. I mean, I guess our first class is on a Sunday, so we could do it every Sunday. She hosts her little piano class with her students. So I'm going to actually add it as a calendar event so I don't forget. We'll add it as a holiday. It won't be the day off work or school. And we'll do this one. And then one thing that you'll have to do is, maybe I'll just go with cleaning and baking. So maybe we could like bake a little snack for all our Sims when they're coming in for their class. We can also clean up the house. So that will be the activity, and then we'll just add it every single week just as a reminder to do it. And then the actual class will probably take place later in the day. So we technically could just do like a house party, and then we'll just set the time for when we want to do the class. So the class can probably take place at like 4 p.m. and that's just so we remember like to do the event. And then when they're there, we could start the gathering. Wow. Okay. Now I'm kind of getting a vibe of how things are gonna go. We're gonna go have her serve breakfast. She's gonna make eggs and toast, and so this is gonna be a mixture of like using the mentoring feature to teach, and also using the business and hobbies pack simply to just start a small business. The main focus for the business though is gonna be like teaching piano. Like I don't think she's gonna sell anything as of right now, unless I decide at some point we're gonna sell piano books or like instruments or something. But right now we don't really have like the space for that.
Yes.
All right.
Is
he helping? Oh, that's so cute.
Oh.
Did they update the cooking thing, or did they just make it like better? Because I've never seen the sim like hold a book like they're reading a recipe before, or like showing like, is this new? Someone tell me that it is, because I need to know. If you know, let me know in the comments down below if this is a new feature or not. Alright. Oh, Quincy likes optimistic Sims. I love that. And she has a good reputation. With the way that the kitchen was configured, I didn't want to have a stove by this wall, and there was no other place I could put it. So we actually have like the oven and like grill top from, or stove top from Dream Home Decorator, and I think that works really well. Oh my goodness. Come grab a serving, and then we're gonna put it away. But I love this outfit, and I forgot to mention that she is inspired by Lavender from Matilda. So I wanted to make like a young adult version of her as a sim, and I think she turned out really cute. I also didn't even like go over their traits, so maybe we should introduce them. She's ambitious, creative, and a music lover. And he's a geek, a genius, and neat. And then he has quick learner from his aspiration. And she has muser from her musical aspiration, which is to become a musical genius. Next thing we're going to do is go over to own businesses. We don't currently own one, but we're going to register a small business to our current lot, which I've already set as a small business residential. We're going to do the little music note, and we're going to call this Melodies music class. And then we'll just say, come to Melodies music class to learn how to play the piano. Okay. And then we're going to add new activities. We can have Sims playing an instrument. So we only have pianos on the lot, so they will only play the pianos. They can also attend classes and lectures, and I want them to be friendly. Oh, I can specify. I don't know why I thought that we couldn't. So we're gonna just do play piano. I was like, I feel like they probably made it so that the, instruments are separated because there's not like too many of them. But I also wasn't sure. So you could have like a general music class if you wanted and teach multiple instruments at once, or you could just have it so that they just play the one. So they're going to play piano, be friendly, attend classes and lectures, and we're going to save this preset as piano class, and we can add or change it as we go. Our target customer is going to be, oh, we can't even do, hold on. Supervised customer. Okay. We can do child sims because that is our target demographic. And can I do multiple? No, that unchecks it, right? Oh, we can do it, but not under the same one. So yeah, child sims and teens are our main demographic. So we're gonna register it, and then we are also going to want to have a ticket kiosk so that like the sims will come in. I wish there was like another version of this, just because I feel like it looks like it's very high tech, and obviously this makes sense for like, a more, industrial sort of business, but I feel like because it's on our home lot it feels a little much. I'm also gonna make it so this area will be, these areas are gonna be residential because I don't want them, they can use that restroom. This will be residential, and this will be residential. So they won't be stepping into like the kitchen or anything. And I'm thinking because this is going to be a space for like, the Sims to kind of gather, we're going to add a little banquet table because if they get hungry and stuff, I still want them to be able to eat. So we'll put that there at the front. And then we'll also get a little seat because some of the guests may need to be supervised. So I want to make sure that the Sims that are there to supervise them are still able to sit and relax. And we'll do this one. This kind of fits her vibe. I think that's good. Then this is optional, the business sign. I think we'll put it outside of the store, just so they know. It's not super necessary because I feel like that works more if you're like selling stuff, but we'll leave it for now. And then I'm trying to see what else we can do here. I think we can move this here. And then I feel like this amount of space is fine for the Sims. So we could move this back actually. Put this here. Move this back. And then we're gonna bring her piano back over here. So this is just gonna be like one of her pianos because she has one in her room already. Okay. And we're gonna test this out now. I'm gonna go back over here because you can set your entrance fee to be hourly, one time, or disabled. We're gonna do a one-time fee. We can also set our price modifier 0%, 50%, 100%. We're just gonna leave it where it's at. We're gonna open up our business and people should start coming in and playing instruments and attending lectures. Let's serve up an assortment of food for our guests. No thank you. We don't want that. And oh, I just want her to clean the board because I feel like I just want to see what that looks like. Oh, I don't know why that's so cute. That's adorable. Yeah, so you could fully have your sim be like a teacher if you want to, which I think is wild. Okay, so our class has been open for an hour. Haven't gotten any customers yet. I think there might be someone coming in right now. Hello! Oh my goodness, she paid her fee. And we can... Oh, she needs to use the bathroom. Okay, let's let her use the restroom. We did put it there for a reason. And then we're gonna hold a piano lecture. Or can we specify? Hold a piano lecture for Sophia and Savannah. And Crystal is calling us. You and Quincy are just so cute together. Not the child calling us to let us know that we're cute with our husband. That's adorable. Okay, so Savannah is here, and so is the way that I need to look at their names again because I have had line effects off. And I apparently don't know them. I don't know who they are. Let's introduce ourselves to them after. Ooh, we have another sim here. This is Clara's daughter, I believe. From Get Together, if I'm not mistaken. But look, they're just listening to the lecture. We're actually gonna pause it so we can introduce ourselves. We can welcome them into the business. Oh, we can hire the teen sims. Oh, that would be cute. You could have them. That's actually so fun. Because now I'm thinking like you could use this as like a way to give your teen sims like a part-time job that's not like the traditional ones we have. Like you could have your sim do like a part-time job like teaching lessons, a part-time job like I don't know. Like they could work at their parents like coffee shop or something. Guys, like this is so cute. Alright. Oh, we have Jeb here. I believe... Wait, is this Jeb? I don't know why I thought Jeb was a young adult. Okay, so my thing is, if they're already at the piano, we can't mentor them. I think we can. Can we click on them and mentor them? So it seems like if they're already sitting there, I can't like mentor them. But we can offer it to her now. I just have to select a piano that's not like currently So this is fun. You can still kind of set your demographic and have like different students come in all the time. I think eventually my plan with her is, because the space is so small, we might expand in the future and have more like pianos available. And we could also have it where like we have multiple teachers. So like she could be like the owner and like hire a bunch of teachers on that will teach their own separate classes. And I think that would be so cute. And I can't wait to see like how far we can go with this business. I'm so excited. I think in the next time that we play, we'll explore more of like the perks of running a small business. We'll look into potentially opening her business on a small venue lot. And maybe we'll just do our weekly classes here with her like smaller group of sims. And then when we want to do like the big classes like this, we can host it at her separate venue. But I'm super excited for this Let's Play to kind of see what we do with it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you have any questions about using the pack or if you want like ideas of different ways you can utilize the pack, feel free to leave the comments down below. Like this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone.